I just got back from watching the Uncharted movie, and look, before I get to my review, I gotta say I'm a huge fan of the video game series. As a matter of fact, I started replaying the series, as you can see behind me. I started replaying the series last week, and I wouldn't say I was excited for this film, but I was intrigued by this film. It's like, okay, will they stick to the standard? Will it live up to the standard that the video game series has set? I'm gonna be honest with you, no, it didn't. The movie was okay at best. It was all right. I didn't feel like it was a waste of my time, but I will say this. Oh, there's two after credit scenes, by the way. Of course, they set up a sequel. If you can, if you're not excited about this film, wait for streaming slash rental. I I would recommend waiting to rent it. It's not really a movie theater experience with this movie, which is sad. And I feel like this should be a really good adventure movie that's up there with like the first Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones. It should be along the line of those adventure movies, like the video game. In the video game, you feel the adventure, not only because you're playing it, but because of everything that's happening. Here are my issues with the film. Since I'm talking about adventure, I'm going to start with that. This movie doesn't feel adventurous, and it's not really adventurous until the third act of the film. The first half, without giving away spoilers, it kind of felt like a spy film, and in the video game, and I keep comparing it to the game, and it's like, oh, well, the video game is a video game, the movie is a movie. Yeah, anyway, in the video, if you're going to base a movie off the video game, you gotta, sure, take liberties, take freedoms, whatever, but at least capture the tone and the feel of what made people fall in love with this video game. At the start of your game to the end, you're in a jungle, you're out somewhere, you're traveling, it's adventure. Like the first Pirates of the Caribbean, like I said, Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, it's adventure. This one, Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise had more adventure in that film than this Uncharted movie. I'll put that's perspective for you. My second issue with this film is Antonio Banderas as the villain is completely fucking wasted. There was no point in him being in this film as the villain at all. Seriously. My other issue is the casting. Mark Wahlberg, I don't like him as Sully. Nothing against him as an actor. In the game, Sully is a mentor and a father figure to Nathan Drake, and they have this amazing chemistry and this amazing bond. In the movie, he's an asshole. Sully is an asshole, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the chemistry between Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg I wasn't feeling it. Just not feeling it. Um, Tom Holland is Nathan Drake. I had to warm up to that in the beginning. It's like, dude, he has a kid face. He's short, and every time he cracked jokes, I was thinking of Spider Man. Like I was seeing Spider Man, because Spider Man is also sarcastic and cracks jokes. But as the movie went on, I started to warm up to him as Nathan Drake. But I'm like, man, they still should have casted somebody else. I honestly think they miscasted Sully and Nathan Drake, and I think they were going for star power and name power when they should have went with somebody else. But it is what it is. Those are my issues with the film, and hopefully when we get the sequels, they will fix that. Not the casting, because the casting is already permanent, but the adventurous part. Let's knock up the volume on that adventure tone, Sony. But the cool one of the cool things about the film is that the voice actor of Nathan Drake makes a cameo appearance. I won't say how, I won't say where. It's a couple second scene. I'm gonna put a picture of him up. That way, if you never knew what he looked like, now you know, and you can be on the lookout for him if you go watch this film. Honestly, you know what I'm curious about? I'm curious to know what non-video game players will think about this film, because for us who love the video game franchise and we played it multiple times, we already are coming into this movie like expecting something. Adventure, we'll say that, expecting adventure. I'm curious to see what a non-video game player will think of this movie. Um, so if you're watching this video and you're one of those people who never played the video game, never touched it, you're not into video games, but you watched this movie, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you love the video game series and you've seen it, let me know. Um, if you haven't watched it yet, are you excited? Are you nervous? Let's discuss it down below in the comments. Now, this is my opinion. Some people might love this film. I just think that they dropped the ball the first half of the film. The second half, it started to pick up. But by then, it's like, come on. It's everything they got wrong in this first film. I will give them a pass because this is just the first film. They clearly set it up for a sequel. They can fix these issues in the sequel, but if majority of the audience love the film, I feel like they're just going to repeat what they did here. If the majority of the audience don't like the film and they let them know why they didn't like the film, I maybe they'll make improvements for that sequel, and then maybe they'll learn from their mistakes or they won't. We'll have to wait and find out. But I thought the movie was okay overall. Wait for rental if you can. If you don't care about spoilers and you were already on the fence, just wait. Um, but yeah, that's what I think. I was kind of disappointed. It's kind of disappointing. But after I'm done editing this, I'm actually gonna hop on this game and play. So let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the film. Are you excited, nervous, all that good stuff? And thank you for watching. Thank you for the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.